From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Action delayed. A federal judge ruled to pause the start of President Obama's executive order on immigration. We have reactions at home and in Washington to the decision.
Opting out. Parents in one county are turning more toward alternatives rather than vaccinating their children. But some doctors say the risk they're taking may be too high.
And lighting up Valley Hope. One Valley company is hard at work to make jaundice a thing of the past. We take a look at their life-saving technology being developed right here at ASU.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Jamie Warren.
And I'm Julia Thatcher. Thanks for joining us. Tomorrow was the day, but President Obama's executive action on immigration may not begin as scheduled. A federal judge in Texas granted a request by 26 states to temporarily block it from taking effect. Those same states are trying to permanently stop the president's action through the court system. Cronkite News reporter Liliana Salgado joins us live in Washington, D.C. with how this decision affects the ongoing immigration debate.
The late-night ruling by U.S. District Judge Andrew Hanen is already being felt. The Department of Homeland Security will not take applications for deportation deferrals tomorrow, as it was planned.
DACA has absolutely changed my life.
DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, is now on hold, but likely not for long, advocates say.
So we're quite confident that this is nothing but a blip in the road, and that, like DACA, this expansion and DAPA program will go forward and help millions of people.
Attorney General Eric Holder echoed that confidence today.
I think that we have to look at this decision for what it is. It is a decision by one federal district court judge. Have always expected that this is a matter that will ultimately be decided by a higher court, if not the Supreme Court.
Arizona was one of the states suing to block DACA, but Philip Wolgen says that could cost the state in the long run.
And what we've found at the Center for American Progress is when these people are able to get legal status, they'll actually add $100 million in payroll tax revenues alone to the state of Arizona over the next 5 years.
Omar Martinez has a message to those who oppose the program that got him a government job.
So I would suggest for them to open up more, to be able to listen to some of the stories of these people that are actually benefiting currently from DACA and DAPA, and to keep an open mind.
But supporters from John Boehner to Senator John McCain are praising the judge's decision. Many were like Arizona Congressman Matt Salmon, who said it stopped an unconstitutional power play by President Obama. Live in Washington, D.C., Liliana Salgado, Cronkite News.
Arizona, along with 25 other states, are challenging President Obama's executive order in what would expand immigrant deferred action programs. Organizations gathered today to discuss the two immigration reform plans affecting DACA and DAPA. Those programs allow people who qualify to avoid deportation and apply for work permits and even U.S. citizenship. According to the Fair Immigration Reform Movement, 138,000 people in Arizona are qualified to apply for these programs. These activists say that's why they're prepared to fight until the injunction is overturned.
Governor Ducey, take a leadership role. Back out of this court case, take Arizona off the table. You are a governor of a border state. We need you to take a leadership role in doing what's right for the state of Arizona.
A Promise Arizona representative said starting tomorrow they will announce locations where people can fill out applications for DACA and DAPA.
State Board of Education Director Christine Thompson and Deputy Director Sabrina Vasquez are back at work today with full access to their offices, email, and more. New Superintendent of Public Instruction Diane Douglas tried to fire the two last week, but Governor Doug Ducey overruled her, insisting she was not in her right to fire the appointed officials. The Board of Education agreed and voted the pair be allowed to return to work this morning.
The Scottsdale Unified School District is struggling with aging buildings, uneven enrollment, and other problems at some of its elementary schools. As Angeline Meehan reports, the public took the opportunity to weigh in on what they think should be done to fix the district's problems.
Since last month, the Scottsdale Unified School District has held a number of community meetings to inform the public on the current state of its elementary schools. Administrators reached out for feedback from the public on how to handle the changing needs of the city. Possible elementary school master plan options are to rebuild schools to accommodate enrollment, combine schools, or to do nothing.
Do not close the schools.
These people came here because they don't want to see their school closed.
After listening to a presentation by the Scottsdale Unified School District, community members voiced their opinions. As of now, the future of the district's elementary schools remains uncertain. The governing board has made no formal decision yet, but the possibility of any elementary school changes has some community members concerned.
So if they were to close my school, I would be very upset.
In a series of community meetings, the district listed possible plans they would have to develop to keep up with the changing needs of its elementary schools, including rebuilding schools to fit enrollment and upgrade its aging facilities, combining schools, or keeping schools as they are. Student Lenore Sanabria brought a sign to let administrators know her feelings.
I don't want them to close down my school.
Other plan suggestions from parents will also be taken into consideration.
So those are the things that we want to make sure you put on the surveys so that as we go back to the governing board and have those discussions about what we need to do.
The presentation addressed the conditions of campuses, maintenance and repair needs, and proposed technology upgrades. Scottsdale Unified School District plans to use parents' feedback on what should be done to develop the elementary school's master plan, a plan that Michael Peabody hopes doesn't involve preferential treatment toward more affluent schools in the district.
We are all entitled to the same benefits across the board.
The feedback from community members will be presented to the governing board in March. It will be up to the governing board to take the feedback and make a final decision on what exactly the district's elementary school master plan will be. A bond would need to be issued to fund any of the proposed endeavors. The presentations shown at the meetings can be found on the district's website. Angela Meehan, Cronkite News.
The Tucson School District will be spending $90,000 to evaluate the effectiveness of its $3.7 million desegregation program. The district wants to find out if there are more effective uses for the funding. The money is currently being used for several programs, including learning support coordinators.
Arizona's graduation rates are heading in the opposite direction of the national average. Cronkite News reporter Justin McDuffie takes a look at the cause and one district that is defying the odds.
That's right. The national high school graduation rate has peaked at 81%, but those numbers have not matched up here in Arizona. And those numbers have been on a slow but steady decline.
The number in Arizona statewide has dipped slightly as a result of the fact that now 22 credits are required. It used to be only 20 credits, so we've increased the number of credits that are required.
Superintendent Kent P. Scribner says that when you increase the requirements on students, it's natural to see the number of graduates decrease slightly. In the Phoenix Union High School District, there are challenges other than graduation rates that need to be addressed, especially for low-income students.
We are focused not on high school graduation. That's not our goal. Our goal is college and career preparedness.
Phoenix Union High Schools defy the statistics for other urban districts across the country. They not only help their students earn the 22 necessary credits to graduate, but they support their other needs as well.
Our student population is low income, language minority. We serve 84% of our students live at or below the federal poverty line. So many would expect that our graduation rate would be much lower than the state, but it's not.
The district has social workers, psychologists, community liaisons, and dropout prevention specialists that all help identify and meet each student's individual needs.
I think that when we focus on higher expectations, like preparing every student for college, career, and life, when your expectations are higher, the lower bar of high school graduation, those typically take care of themselves. If you aim high, the lower bars are more easily cleared.
Scribner actually says that minority groups have a better high school graduation rate in the Phoenix Union High School District than statewide averages. We reached out to the Arizona Board of Education for a response to this story, but have yet to receive an answer. Live in downtown Phoenix, Justin McDuffie, Cronkite News.
In the U.S., jaundice in newborns is a treatable disease.
But in some countries, that often isn't the case. But One Valley Company is hard at work to change that right here at ASU. We take a look at Neolight's technology and how it can make jaundice more treatable in developing nations.
And 2 Arizona politicians are reaching across the aisle to provide services and support to veterans. We take a look at the 3rd Resource Clinic in Mesa and speak to veterans at the event, getting the care they need.
Here in Maricopa County, only about 5% of parents opt out of vaccinating for measles, mumps, and rubella, but vaccine rates vary wildly in Arizona depending on where you live. In Yavapai County, 11.6% of families opt out. Cronkite News reporter Nicole Stein takes a closer look. She's at Skyline High School in Mesa, where firefighters are giving out free MMR immunizations.
That's right. People here are lined up waiting to get free vaccines from the Mesa Fire Department for measles, mumps, and rubella. They have 500 shots available. But recently I traveled to Yavapai County, where some people have a different attitude towards keeping their children protected.
With measles back on the rise in the United States, doctors are urging citizens to keep getting vaccinated. But one Arizona county doesn't seem fazed by the potential of contracting this deadly disease.
We have a very high opt-out rate in Yavapai County. In this area, we have a lot of families who choose very alternative methods.
The state of Arizona requires by law that all children get immunized before attending school. Data from the state health department shows Yavapai County had the highest personal exemption rate for 3 out of the past 4 years.
They don't follow up with like normal follow-ups with pediatricians and things like that. They do a lot of more natural treatments and things like that instead of using antibiotics.
But while homeopathic remedies are fine for some illnesses, the county health department encourages people to get vaccinated.
It really is more beneficial to get the vaccine than to get the disease.
Even though many doctors are adamant about patients getting immunized, some Yavapai County parents are still hesitant.
They don't understand, parents don't understand that as providers, we're not threatening, we're not telling you you're a bad parent, we're telling you the reality of what really can happen.
Doctors in Yavapai County are trying their hardest to increase immunization rates and hope that residents do their research before choosing to opt out of vaccines. Live in Mesa, Nicole Stein, Cronkite News.
An Arizona company is shedding light on a disease that's threatening children worldwide. The disease is jaundice, and Cronkite News reporter Mariah Hickerson found out how a new device is offering new hope.
Like many other newborn babies, Brooklyn was treated for jaundice.
I was shocked because to me she didn't look that yellow and she was acting quite normal.
Luckily for Brooklyn, her experience wasn't severe.
Since she didn't have it as bad, I think I got a little bit of, I was kind of like let off the hook.
But not every baby has it as easy as she did. And a team of ASU graduates are trying to change that.
These babies die not because jaundice is a fatal problem. They die only because they don't have access to a medical equipment that can treat jaundice.
Here at ASU's Innovation Center, a company named Neolite is creating 2 phototherapy devices to cure jaundice for both developing and developed countries.
The medical equipment that's available to treat jaundice is about $5,000, and it's very tall, bulky, and it's it consumes a lot of electricity, and it uses a lot of skilled manpower to work on it.
That's why they're developing a smaller, portable, and cost-effective device for treatment. A prototype is expected later this year.
The initial goal of the device was to provide a solution, a hope for all those babies dying in developing countries like Africa and India.
So the hope is all babies will have a chance, like baby Brooklyn did. In Tempe, Mariah Hickerson, Cronkite News.
Neonatal jaundice claims 10 lives every hour worldwide. The company Neolite is accepting donations online to further fund their device.
Middle school students from the city of Maricopa traveled all the way to Washington, D.C. this week.
Coming up, how they put their computer game skills to good use to take part in a national engineering competition.
For veterans, coming back to civilian life brings new challenges, new opportunities, and new stories of remarkable courage and accomplishment. Sharing their stories can help communities understand the veteran experience, and through Arizona Veterans Coming Home, 8 connects veterans and their families to resources and services for successful transition to civilian life. Explore some of the best resources and opportunities for veterans at azpbs.org/veterans. Arizona Veterans Coming Home, connecting Arizona's veterans to the right resources at the right time. Watch sneak previews of what's coming soon to 8. Go to azpbs.org/previews today. Arizona PBS, a community service of Arizona State University, delivers new ideas and new worlds to the explorer in you.
A bipartisan agreement to make veteran care a priority brings 2 members of the state Congress together at the Veterans Resource Fair. Cronkite News reporter Maria Thompson spoke with these representatives about the importance of those resources.
That's right. If there's one thing that can bring 2 opposing parties together, it's the campaign to protect our veterans. Democratic Congresswoman Kyrsten Sinema and Republican Congressman Matt Salmon hosted an event at the East Valley Institute of Technology in Mesa that helped veterans find the services they need. 2 members of Congress came together today at the Veterans Fair in Mesa to speak out on behalf of those who have served our country.
There is no greater cost with their life, and their transition back into civilian life is seamless.
Last week, Congress passed the Veterans Access Choice Accountability Act to increase quality of healthcare VA. The 3rd Veterans Resource Clinic hosted more than 20 nonprofit community providers and had various booths that offer VA benefits such as art classes, suicide prevention, and medical care. But this is just the first step in assisting veterans.
It's going to take a lot of committed people rolling up their sleeves.
Congresswoman Kyrsten Sinema co-hosted the event and says her drive for this issue comes from a personal attachment. Several members of her family are either active duty or retired veterans.
And the idea that there are veterans in our community who aren't getting the services that they're entitled to really makes me angry. They've sacrificed so much for our country and for our freedoms. It's our job to make sure they get the care they need.
93-year-old veteran Marine Jack Walton says he is grateful for the Congress members' work. Walton is the oldest World War II Marine veteran in Arizona. He is receiving treatment for colon and liver cancer from the VA hospital and says that his health providers give him the best care he could imagine.
I've been treated fantastic at VA hospital. They treat me like I'm a king. It's that simple. I go in with a smile on my face and I come out with a smile on my face.
The event will go on until 8 p.m. tonight, and Sinema says they will continue putting on clinics until they feel every veteran has the services they need. Live in downtown Phoenix, Maria Thompson, Cronkite News.
While some cities up north are seeing several feet of snow this week, Phoenix is continuing to warm up. Casey Brecker has your weather update.
Yes, we're starting to warm up here in the valley. We have lighter winds today, but we're still holding on to those temperatures in the 70s, but we'll be warming up again soon here later on this week. We have a high pressure system moving into the valley, and that's going to cause those temperatures to rise later on up into the 80s later this week. Although right now we have cooler temperatures and light wind. And then as we move on to today it's 76 degrees, which is 4 degrees above the average temperature for this time of year. So it's nice and warm here in the valley. Although across Arizona, we're looking at temperatures down and 73 degrees in Tucson and a nice 82 degrees in Yuma, which is nice and hot. Up in Flagstaff, it's 57 degrees, so it's a little bit chilly up there. Although tonight it's going to be a little bit chillier with 50 degrees and clear skies. If you're just planning on taking that dog for a walk, just make sure to grab a jacket. It's a little bit colder here. Although tomorrow it's going to be nice and sunny with 79 degrees. Great day to go on a hike. But watch out for those rattlesnakes if you're planning on hiking tomorrow. They start to come out as those temperatures tend to rise this time of year. Now let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. As you can see, tomorrow it's going to stay in the 70s, although as we move into Thursday, it's going to go into the 80s until Saturday, and then on Sunday, it's dropping down to the 70s once again. On Saturday and Sunday, we have a 10% chance of rain, so just be on the lookout for that. For your Cronkite weather, I'm Casey Brecker.
What's the future of farming in urban areas? Some Arizona middle schoolers are among students from across the nation gathering today in Washington, D.C. to show off their plans. Cronkite News reporter Sierra Oshrin takes us to the Capitol competition.
It was part of a competition in which students had to solve an urban challenge. This year's challenge was feeding future cities. For Arizona students, water was an issue they were going to have to address.
We know there are a lot of droughts and it's really dry there, so we knew that if we were going to do a crop, we knew it had to be water efficient. So that's why we chose the prickly pear, because it doesn't require a lot of water and it's natural to our environment.
A decision that paid off in the end.
The winner is Arizona!
Though they didn't win it all, Maricopa students brought home awards for Most Sustainable Food Production System and Best Residential Zone. They said they were the only team to take home 2 awards without placing in the top 5.
Really proud of our team. They did a great job. They came away with 2 special awards this year. They really represented Arizona well. They were very passionate about the program. They really pushed the envelope with their innovation and what they came up with.
These 3 students have been working on this project since September, proving it's never too early to start thinking about the future.
Look forward to next year and seeing what they can produce next year, because every year they ramp it up even greater than they did the year before. So.
In Washington, D.C., Sierra Oshrin, Cronkite News.
One ASU golfer is already proving he can play with the pros. We take a look at a collegiate player who is driving to the forefront of the sport.
Should I believe in the world, mama? I think so. Should I give up and hide, or should I stay and fight? Should I believe in the rules, mama?
What are the consequences?
Can I speak out my mind in these changing times? I don't know what to believe, mama.
Will you march with us?
There's a fire inside, there's a storm on the rise. Give me a reason to be, mama.
Buonasera.
The world is more complicated than it's ever been.
The NewsHour is always going to take you deeper and take you broader.
And that is worth fighting for.
Night after night, 7 days a week.
I'm Maria Hinojosa.
I'm Gwen Ifill. And I'm Judy Woodruff.
On behalf of all of us here, thanks for watching.
Cronkite News is proud to join the Arizona PBS NewsHour block here on 8 HD.
Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
Coming up after Cronkite News, it's Arizona Horizon. We will have the latest science news with Lawrence Krauss. Renowned physicist and best-selling science writer will join us. It's Science Matters with Lawrence Krauss on the next Arizona Horizon.
I'm Gwen Ifill on the next NewsHour. Child labor, toxic chemicals, all in the pursuit of gold.
ASU golfer Jon Rahm is back on the college golf circuit, now tied for the lead in the Prestige at PGA West after today's second round.
But it was his breakout performance at the Waste Management Phoenix Open that got everybody talking. Cronkite News reporter Tyler Suddarth met up with Rahm on the greens.
For most college golfers, the thrill of playing in a PGA tournament with Phil Mickelson and Tiger Woods is enough. But ASU's Jon Rahm came to win.
It was a really special week. I was expecting to play well, but I didn't expect to play that well. That week actually made me realize how good I can play, how good of a level I can play. And I play really good golf, but I realized that playing my best golf, I could win a PGA Tour event I'm seeing right now. So that makes me wonder, what's going to be like in the future.
Didn't know that he was going to do that well in his first event. Thought he might be nervous or something, but he definitely wasn't, and definitely wasn't surprised that he finished up that high.
The future looks great for Rahm, who placed 5th at the Waste Management Phoenix Open and had the support of his home fans.
It was amazing. It was amazing. There were so many ASU fans. Like every single hole out here, like 3 or 4 guys go Devils. A couple of Wildcats too there, but it has to be a couple of them trying to throw me off. But there were so many ASU fans, especially on the back nine when everybody was. Saturday was just nuts. It was amazing.
Rahm is focused on his career as a Sun Devil, but he keeps his eyes on the PGA Tour. His coaches say he's on the right track.
I think it's the world being introduced to Jon Rahm. You watch his game and everything, there's no holes. He drives the ball well. He hits solid iron shots. He chips and putts well. There's no gaps.
Statistically speaking, Phil Mickelson is the greatest golfer that Arizona State has ever had. But if Jon Rahm is to continue his dominance throughout his collegiate career, it's safe to say that Lefty will definitely have some competition when it's all said and done. Reporting from Tempe, Arizona with Cronkite News, I'm Tyler Suddarth.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight.
Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Find top Arizona stories anytime at CronkiteNewsOnline.com.